Building for Tomorrow, read to you by Carol Brigham. People around the world celebrate Earth Day in April. They plant trees, clean up trash, and do other projects in their communities. These projects help the Earth, but they do not help enough. Governments and businesses must make changes too. Construction is one business that can hurt the environment. Some construction companies cut down trees. Building materials get dumped in landfills. Chemicals get into the groundwater or run off into nearby streams, lakes, or rivers. Some construction companies want to make construction and buildings better for the environment. These companies are changing how they build buildings. Green buildings. Green buildings are becoming very popular. In 2021, there were over 110,000 green buildings in the United States. Experts predict that the U.S. will add even more green buildings and spaces in 2023. Green buildings are made from materials that are better for the environment. They are not usually green in color. Green buildings may have special windows and lighting. They may have a water recycling system built into them. Green buildings may also have different ways to get power, like solar panels or windmills. Construction companies may use natural materials like cork, bamboo, hay, and sheep's wool to build green buildings. They may also use recycled materials like reclaimed wood, recycled steel and plastic, ashcrete, and EnviroBoard. In big cities, a lot of the buildings are high-rise buildings. They have offices or apartments in them. Most of these buildings do not have big yards or garden spaces. Green buildings can solve this problem with yards and gardens on the roofs and in the courtyards. New technology. Companies are also working on new building technology. Icon is a 3D printing company. They make robots that print houses. They are working with Lenarcore, a company that builds houses. The two companies have a plan to 3D print 100 houses in Austin, Texas. They will use a robot named the Vulcan. It is 46.5 feet wide and has two 15.5-foot tall towers. One tower is on each side of the house's foundation. A bar moves up and down between the two towers. There is a hose with a nozzle attached to the bar. A plan for each house is on a tablet. This tablet controls the Vulcan robot. An employee holds the tablet while the robot is working. The robot follows the house plan. It adds layer after layer of lavacrete. Lavacrete is a mix of crushed lava rocks, concrete, and water. It dries very fast. When each layer is dry, the robot adds the next layer. As the walls get taller, the Vulcan leaves space for the windows and doors. Workers cut out holes for light switches and electrical outlets. Then they add rebar to make the walls stronger. They put insulation between the walls. It takes about 3 weeks to finish the walls of one house. How it helps. These 3D printed houses are energy efficient. It will cost less to heat and cool them. They will also have solar panels on the roofs. The houses can get electricity from these solar panels. These 3D houses are faster and cheaper to build than traditional houses. They are also very strong. They are safer in natural disasters like hurricanes, wildfires, earthquakes, and very high temperatures. The robots are also quieter than normal construction crews. They do not make noise and bother people living in houses around them. The construction sites are also much cleaner. There is not as much waste. There is less scrap material to go into landfills than from traditional construction sites. Future of 3D printed houses. Icon is not the only company 3D printing houses. There are other companies working on this technology too. They are making different building designs and sizes. They are experimenting with other materials to use. They want to find the best building materials for the environment. In the United States, there are 3D printed house projects in Texas, California, Maine, Virginia, Arizona, and New York. Organizations are using 3D printing to build homes for people who are homeless. There have also been 3D printed building projects in countries around the world. Some companies are also designing 3D printed buildings that can be used on the Moon and Mars. Companies believe this technology will change the way we build houses in the future. It could be faster, less expensive, and better for the environment. For more information about Easy English News or to subscribe to our digital or paper copies, visit our website easyenglishnews.com.